Hey, Brandon, how are you?
Hey there, doing well. How are you?
I am good. Thanks for being patient.
Absolutely.
Alrighty, are you ready to go?
Absolutely. Always
Okay.
ready.
Okay. We're recording if you're okay with that.
Absolutely.
Okay. So first of all, give me your name and what you do.
I am Brendan McCormick, and I run McCormick Painting Services out of Cedar Rapids.
And how long have you been doing that?
Picked up a brush 10 years ago, and then started taking it pretty seriously on the business side about 3 years ago.
Okay. Well, we'll get right to it. Your video is amazing.
Thank you.
And it's amazing that you didn't get hurt.
Yeah, that was the main thing I was concerned about, but we have to tell a tale, so now we got to do something with it.
Yeah. So tell me about how that day started and what happened.
For sure. So the day started out, we started a residential interior project, and everything was going fine. The job was going great. And then we got to a good stopping point around noon or so. So the crew broke for lunch. They went and got food. I ran to the shop to get some tape for an accent wall. And you saw the clouds getting dark off to the west, but I didn't think too much of it, just like another Iowa storm. But by the time I started walking in the shop and started sprinkling, I figured it's going to rain, get some thunderstorms, some lightning. And then when I walked back out, I saw the trees bent over, street signs were bent over flat. And that's when I realized it's going to be a little bit more than just a regular Iowa storm. So I figured if the street signs were bending over, my options were either try to drive back to the job or stay in the shop. And I thought it'd be safest to stay in the shop. And that's where this video picked up.
So you were in the shop, and I mean, it looks like it's a pretty, I mean, tell me about the shop. It's not brick and mortar, right? Like it's not just a really heavy building? Because I saw the top and I mean, it went fine.
Yeah, it's not like a storefront. So that unit was in a business park up in Marion, kind of maybe a police headquarters. And they were really nice buildings. They were pretty new, but just like regular like aluminum siding, nothing too really heavy duty. They were built to withstand quite a lot, but not quite a whole derecho. But yeah, unfortunately, it was my unit, and then I think 3 others on one side, one to the other that just got erased, and the rest made out with some damage, but nothing too substantial.
Yeah, so you saw the roof go flying, and then you stayed in there, and then what'd you see when you got out?
When I got out, it was some parts of my shop were laying in other people's units, and then the garage door got blown from the front of the shop all the way up to the bathroom, and then obviously like the siding was all just flattened on the inside, and vehicles were buried, and then just the broken glass dumped out paint cans. It was not a pretty sight.
But luckily, nobody was hurt.
Yeah, out of everyone there, I think there were like 15 or so people in the area total, and everyone made it out okay.
Wow. And so what happened next? What's the cleanup process been like?
Cleanup, first we got the opportunity to pull out any supplies we could save. We found most of the supplies we need right away, which is very nice. But some of it, since the hymns are so high, obviously, who knows where some of it blew, the lighter stuff. But for the most part, we got our heavy duty supplies out. But obviously our shelves where we stored stuff were just bent over and collapsed and just like bent at weird angles, so that's not usable anymore. And then once we got our immediate supplies, they just brought in the heavy duty equipment to start pushing everything out of the way so they could rebuild the shops.
So is it rebuilding time already, or is it still so early in the process?
I think it's still pretty early in the process. I think the property manager of that area still has a lot to do with insurance to get all that straightened out. But I think they got that stuff, I guess the initial phase done. So now they're kind of clearing it out and deciding what to do next.
And I noticed you got your, phone out pretty quickly to tape everything. What was that experience like just going through, basically a hurricane?
Yeah, it escalated way faster than I expected because the storm hit. I don't think two of us really had too much warning. Like we knew there was a storm coming, but nothing quite like this. But I started filming the video because I was just going to make like an overview of the day as what we did. But yeah, I saw the trees bending over in the street signs when I first got there. And then the winds just kept picking up more and more pretty quickly. And then I saw the roof starting to bounce a little bit, and I saw gaps getting like cracks all the way along the roof line. And then I thought, I know these were built well, but I don't know if they're built for this. So that's when I head back to the bathroom because then that's when the hole got punched in the ceiling. And then I think at that point the wind just like swooped in and just took it away, like nothing really.
It's crazy. It's quite the experience.
Yeah, to say the least. Rather not go through that again, but I'm glad we made it through.
Yeah. Anything else? Any other, message to Iowans just about your experience?
From my experience, I think the best thing everyone could take away is just the resilience. Based off 2008, we've been through a pretty big disaster before, and we came out of that by sticking together. So I think the best way to handle this is like help your neighbor, keep a cool head throughout the day. Everyone's going through a lot right now. I'm sure a lot of nerves are on edge, so be cool, be extra nice to others. They could probably really use a nice smile sent their way. And if someone needs help, just lend a hand clearing out their neighbor's yard.
Definitely. All right, Brendan, that's it. Thank you so much. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy day.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Take care and stay safe.
You as well. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
What up? How's it going?
Pretty good. I got all the walls rolled in the top room. I'm doing cuttings right now.
Cool. Do you want me to come to push along a bit longer, or do you want to finish the whole project yourself?
No, if you want to come help, you're awesome.
Sounds good. I'll be there in 20 or so.
All right, sweet.
See ya.